Welcome back, everybody. Hey, it's officially fall, and that means this is the perfect time to discover new warm drinks, maybe rediscover old ones to help keep us warm on those long, colder days. Well, we'd love to get some blends and brews that we can make at home. We'd like to welcome someone who is a better food advocate to the show for the very first time. Please welcome Puneeta Chhitwal-Varma. Welcome to the show, Puneeta.
Thank you so much, Melissa. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, Panita, we are starting with the basics, which is a cup of hot lemon water. I'm actually sipping on it right now, and I've gone through phases of my life where I've done this in the mornings. This one has some slight modifications. So, talk about what people might not know about the benefits of this really simple blend.
So, lemon is so great for us, especially at the first thing, in the morning. And hot kettle water with a squeeze of lemon. I'm sipping it here too, Cynthia. So, cheers.
Cheers.
And you can totally customize this. So my mom and my dad like lemongrass and cinnamon, so they make their own version and they switch it up based on, what the flavor of the day is for them and what the season is. As the days get cooler, which is what's happening now, the little bit of warmth that goes a long way to reset our body.
That includes orange peel. So an orange peel tea instead, still sort of sticking with the citrus. Tell us about that.
So orange peel tea is actually what's making my kitchen smell amazing right now. I'll hold this up so you can see this.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so great for us. When you hear oranges are the healthy fruit, of course we know that, but the orange peel is actually the healthiest part of the fruit, and we often throw it away, right? But instead, if we wash it out, scoop out the the pith that's the white filler on the other side of the peel, steam that with some water. So only maybe 8, 10 minutes of simmering with cinnamon. It makes your kitchen smell amazing, and it's so good for us. It is full of antioxidants, and
Mm.
it warms us up, right?
Ooh,
And the
I'm trying
best
that
part that I
tomorrow.
have to jump to is that you're reducing food waste. And with
Mhm.
instead of throwing away the orange peels, we're actually doing a bit to save the environment. So that's great.
We know that orange peels and oranges have so many antioxidants, as you mentioned, but it can be a little bitter, maybe to the taste. So, is there a way to get around that, or maybe to try to sweeten it a little bit?
So you could totally add honey. Honey is also another warming ingredient that's great for us. You could also, if you simmer it for a little bit less time. So my sweet spot is maybe 8, 9 minutes, 10 minutes tops, and you won't find that bitterness. And the white, the pith, that also some oranges, you have to kind of go with what you feel. If the orange you feel has too much of the pith, then scoop that out. It's easy.
Okay, so I love this next one. I think people have heard of it. It is called a warm spiced golden milk, and you have a couple of variations. So tell us more.
I do. I have two variations. One that's the traditional way, where you steam the milk with fresh turmeric and a little drip of honey, and it tastes good. And it's been tested by generations of grandmas. But that's the traditional way. And I have my own little shortcut microwave because if I'm sick, then right, I want something quick and easy. And my hack is to use the microwave. A minute, minute 30, a cup of milk in the microwave, and then you add in a third of a teaspoon of this turmeric. It's great for us, great for our joints, great for our tummies, our digestion. And I sip this maybe a couple of hours during the day. Tastes good, and it's so good for us.
There are so many benefits to golden milk. Let's talk about some of them.
Yes, and it's a great anti-inflammatory. It helps with that early onset of scratchy throats. Spices are a great natural remedy, and they've been tested by grandmas and families for generations in India. And so that's what I find. When we start to feel a little bit sick, but it's not sick enough to either go get tested in today's world or go to the doctor even, you just want to feel a little bit of comfort and lift up our senses. This is what my first line of defense is.
That's such a great tip and perfect timing too. Let's move on to something that, perhaps is known as a very traditional Indian tea or kava. Take us through what that exactly is. What are the ingredients? How do we make it?
It's one of my favorite drinks, and it's inspired by my mum. She learned this when we lived in the northern mountains, in the Himalayan mountains in India. And it's made again with spices that are brewed for hours during the day. So I've got green cardamom here, I've got cinnamon, and a little bit of saffron. Yes, it's
Mm.
the saffron that has the smell,
Ooh,
Oh, it smells
yes.
so good. It is. It's like a
right?
cozy fall hug.
Yes,
Hmm.
totally. And
Wow.
then add that to some green tea leaves at the end. I've got some hot water here and I will pour it out and let's pretend we're sitting on a couch and drinking. And I
I love it.
often and I often serve this with chopped almonds and a little bit of sugar. So brown sugar, honey, even maple syrup. I've tried this with maple syrup and it's
Oof,
wonderful.
beautiful. And could you make it without putting the green tea in if you wanted just a totally decaf version?
Yes, totally. So black tea is often too dark for this. So one of the charms of this drink is that it has this clear amber color, which I wonder if the camera does it justice. But it's you could totally add a decaf tea. Better if it's green tea because it doesn't have the darker color.
Okay, so up next is another traditional Indian blend, but this one has gained a huge amount of popularity, I feel like, in North America. It's known as the Masala Chai blend. Tell us about it.
It smells delicious, aromatic, and it often
Ooh.
signals wintertime in India. That's how you know that it's going to start getting cooler, and people will make masala chai with a little
Ooh.
hint of ginger and these spices. Steam it on the stovetop, and you can add some orange pekoe or any of your black teas in here. I've got a little bit here and I will pour it out. And I wish you could smell this. But it smells and tastes delicious. But more than that, the spice blend is a mixture of these spices. And this is a good example of what warming spices look like. There's fennel seeds, cinnamon, green cardamom, cloves, and black pepper, and a little bit of nutmeg. And these are all ingredients, foods that are good for us and boost our immunity, and
Hmm.
they help us with that feeling of warmth and getting going, which we all need right now, right?
Especially now. Puneeta, thank you so much for joining us and introducing us to some of these amazing cups of comfort.
I'm so glad to be here, Cynthia.
And you can find all of these drink recipes up on our website after the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.